morning, everybody. This is God's Morning with Kaye Giles, and we are in our morning commute. And I hope you guys can hear me pretty well because we definitely need the windshield wipers as we are moving in our day. I just wanted to come to you today and ask you, are you guys definitely ready to recapture your dream? We talked about it a little bit on yesterday, and I am still, wanting you guys to know that initiative is definitely going to happen. But with this morning, this is the God's Morning Show, and we always talk about relationships. And this morning, I was reading through my timeline, and I have some very intelligent, gorgeous, beautiful friends, and handsome gentleman friends as well. And I was paying attention to my timeline, and there was a question that went out this morning where one of my friends, who like me, she's just like me, she was talking about the fact of in her relationship that she needs space. And I was going to put out here for you guys today of how, you have to definitely understand who you're dating in the infancy of the relationship. And, if someone tells you, even though I enjoy being with you and I enjoy having a relationship with you, there are going to be times when I need time to myself. And that's a very good thing to look at when you're basically determining whether or not somebody is for you or if they're not for you. Because some behaviors will start to trickle into things that you need to really be watching for. So is this a behavior to watch for, or is this just a behavior where he is very smitten and he just wants to spend every waking moment that he can of the time that he has that is not dedicated to being at work with my friend? But I do understand how that can be very overwhelming. So today we're just going to talk about those things that we want you to definitely be honest. And we want to talk about communication within, stop that, that's too much noise. We want to talk about communication within any relationship, that it must be definitely communication. And I find that women, we are definitely communicators, but there are some of us who will shut down on you if it just seems like too much is going on, or you're requiring more than what is actually truthfully necessary. And then is that the moment of, should I be checking this out in a different way, or is this something that I should be leaving alone? But this was just a fun question on this morning. It's not really a toxic behavior if the person wants to spend time with you or anything like that. So that's definitely not what I'm saying. I'm not saying, well, if the person wants to spend time with you and that's not who you are, then that's toxic. No, what I'm saying is you have to understand boundaries, and understand that boundaries allow for relationships to cultivate into something extremely beautiful. And you have to have them. And they have to be expressed and explained and understood by both parties. So I want you guys just to, have like an awesome day. And I think that today, by it raining, these are tears, or not tears, but showers of blessings. That's what we're going to look at till now. My hair, don't think it's showers of blessings, because it is about to do that all time, poof. Because, now with the natural initiative, no matter how I wear my hair, my natural hair is actually natural. And it will do the magic dragon puff any moment now. But I'm just laughing at that. But also be thankful that today is a beautiful day, even though it's raining. Now, don't get me wrong. On this beautiful day, I would love to be home and under my covers, just listening to the rain hit on the window and be like, yes. But this is one of those days where soup is definitely in order, and I'm a soup person. So this morning, we're just having a little fun commentary on God's morning, because I definitely want you guys to understand that you really need to capture your dream life. And it may not seem like it's a big deal, and it may not seem like it's a dream, even though my children have the ability to ride the school bus. Since we've been doing the family carpool, I've had the opportunity to take them to school. Some days it's rough, I have to tell you guys. Some days it's rough because, with siblings, they don't want to talk, don't look at me, don't do this, don't do that, don't touch me. And that's just like so annoying. However, I really enjoy having the time to take them to school. I really enjoy having the ability to do that, without feeling like I'm super rushed, or I have to hurry up and make my way to work. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. I have been, my week has been power packed. So if you see me yawning, I truly apologize. My family has, we've had a little, a little bit to deal with back and forth with doctor's appointments and things like that. But to God be the glory, everybody is going to be fine and well. Because why? This is the day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. And I'm saying we shall as in my family, but even though we know the word of God definitely says I shall rejoice and be glad in it. And that's what it is. But I'm very grateful to have the ability to be there for family when I can, and that's how I feel like I'm recapturing my dream life. I'm getting a little emotional because where it may not matter to some, if you have the ability to drive a family member to the doctors, it really matters to me, and still know that God is going to provide, you know. And when I say provide, I mean that my faith and my works that I'm doing for my business are still coming into full view and into coming to pass, because I'm allowing my dream life to come to pass. So that's why I definitely would like for you all to visit, you know, www.recaptureyourdreamlife.com and sign up for the course if you most definitely can. Please share it. You know, I keep asking for everyone to share it because, you know, it's easy. You just hit the little share button and you just share it, and somebody who may want it or may need it. And you know, you want to sometimes be a sharer, because one day you're going to go into the vein of doing something that you want people to support. And how supportive are you? You know, I was looking back and I said to God, I said, you know, God, it's funny how people will accept a stranger, but they won't accept somebody they know. And the funny thing that came through my timeline was, and I thought it was kind of on point, because it was definitely something that I hadn't thought about. It was like sometimes people who are close to you, like family and friends, or people that know you, maybe church family and things like that, the reason they don't support you is because they feel like, okay, we all come from the same place, so why should I support that particular endeavor with you? You know, we all come from the same place. But you can't feel like that, because when the word of God told us to write our visions and make them plain upon tables that men may run, that may readeth it, that meant that he was going to give you a destiny, and he is going to give you a vision. And what you most definitely want to do is you want to be supportive of others' visions, so they'll be supportive of yours. And I think that would be very great if we were a society of people who did that. You know, and for those who are small business owners, we definitely appreciate your business. And when you, we're not going to do that while I'm talking. We really appreciate your business when you come to us, because we can get to know you better. We're a small business. We can get to know you better. For those shopkeepers that have small businesses and you go into their stores, they can understand who you are and get to know your needs and make sure they have what you need when you need it. But even though the mass stores, you know, like the big department stores, they can have things on demand, but they may not always be able to give you that personal touch. So sometimes that's what you want. And I like the personal touch, you know, that's a dream for me. So I want to recapture that. I want to recapture the fact that, you know, my main business is flourishing, and that I can give people personal, customized service just for them. And I think that's a beautiful thing to be able to do as an individual. So, you know, I thought these were a couple key things that I wanted to talk about this morning, and I definitely wanted to put that question out there, you know, is it okay when you let your mate know the type of individual you are and you really want them to understand? I think that sometimes, you know, when I read my friend's post, that it is hard for men at times when they're ready for a relationship, because sometimes men won't be ready to commit. So when they're definitely ready for a relationship and they go all in, and you say to them, you know, I don't mind, you know, all the time we spend together, but I do need some time for myself. I need some time to, you know, like, you know, maybe get my hair done, get my nails done, or read a book, or just be in my own home relaxing and taking in some things. You know, it's not a bad thing. And I feel like sometimes marriages get crowded. Now, even though you say you want to be with this person forever, if you don't have a little bit of independence within your marriage, and when I say independence, I don't mean going out and having other people in your life. That's not what I mean. I mean where you have your girls' day or you have your guys' day. It shouldn't be where, you know, your mate is not still an individual in your oneness. You know, you want to still have your individuality in your oneness, like your careers, your businesses, the things that you want to do in your life, and support one another. So when that happens, it's not anybody sitting around feeling like, okay, I can't accomplish my dreams, I can't accomplish my goals because we're always together, or we are doing everything as a team, but everything is not a team effort all the time. You know, sometimes you may want to do something that's just for you. Like maybe you want to go and get a massage or a facial, and you don't want it to be a couple's one. You know, it should be okay for that to definitely happen without anybody having hard feelings, anybody feeling some kind of way. And I think that we need to get to that place where jealousy becomes something that is non-existent within relationships. Now, there is I don't know if there's good jealousy. I just want to say there is good jealousy, but I don't think that's a good word to use. I think that is good when, you know, you see others admire your mate or the person that you're dating, and you smile about it, you know, and you know that, oh yeah, that's mine, or oh yeah, that's good for me. Oh, he has on his seatbelt, I believe, sister, but he just is moving around. Zach, do you have your seatbelt on? Yeah, he has it on. He's just moving around too much. Put your arm down, Zachariah. I'm definitely in the commute, taking them to school. I'm really enjoying getting to have that ability. But let me tell y'all, it's a trial and a tribulation. I tell you, you know, people knock people who have nannies. Y'all better keep your mouths off them people that got them nannies, because I sure wish I had a nanny this morning. I'm telling you, a nanny, a maid, and a butler. I tell you, God is able and He is good, and a driver. Because I'm telling you, if my money was free right about now that God has in circulation for me, we will be in the car with the driver after the nanny has gotten them ready, after we had the butler take our book bags to the car and the chef make us breakfast. Let me tell you something. There's nothing in the Word of God that says that you cannot, you know, have the finer things in life. Not one thing, nothing. So, hey, y'all better stop acting like people who have nannies is a bad situation. As long as that nanny knows her place and the family knows their place, it's all good. So these are just some things that I just want to share with you guys, and just let you know that being prosperous is a wonderful thing, and there's nothing wrong with looking prosperous, but actually definitely get to the vein of where you are prosperous. And how do you do that? You capture your dream life, you get your things in order, you get your goals down on paper, and you start moving, and you start definitely accomplishing everything that you set out to do in your life and with your destiny. And make sure you don't let anybody talk you out of your dreams, because people who talk you out of your dreams is just because sometimes they're just too scared to let their dreams manifest for themselves. So what they'll do is they'll tell you that there's no way in the world that you should want to do that, because you are most definitely not able to accomplish it, which isn't true. Hold on one second, guys.
Drop off down there, they walk toward the bottom. Okay, no kids come through here.
Okay. So can I can't drop them off in here?
No parents can pull in here.
Okay.
They walk toward the bottom of the gate.
This is something new, and I guarantee you that I'm trying to figure out why schools are so ridiculous at points. Now, you have a yard for parking, but what you won't allow the parents to do is drive into the yard to drop our children off. But you want us to take them down to the edge of the gate. I'm not understanding that. Awesome school, but I'm not understanding that. Sometimes I feel like people who are in upper management, because they don't have to do something on a daily basis, it don't make no sense. So you want the children to come from the street into the schoolyard, and it's pouring down raining, and you feel like that's a good idea. I'm not really sure who did that. You know, I'm not really sure, because I know AKAs are brilliant, because I am one, and it's a lot of my sorors who work here. So I don't know. I'm not going to say who might have made that rule, but I will say is I'm going to definitely send an email and check it out, because I'm really not understanding why we can't drop our kids off closer to the door when it's raining. It makes no sense to me. But you know what? When you really don't like something, that's when you start your own. I am not an educator in that sense of little people, but we do know that I love to teach. So if I have to open my own school just so the parents can have the convenience of driving up to the door so their children are not getting soaking wet, I will definitely do that. Because this don't make no sense to me. But it's neither here nor there. All right, guys, take your boots off. Zara, Tiffany, you have to grab your brother's backpack out the trunk.
Bye.
He is so silly. He's saying his goodbye, but Tiffany's not telling y'all nothing.
Hi.
Tiffany's not going to tell you. Oh, she said I'm one of those hard 13-year-old highs that seems like it's about to, she's about to pass out. You know.
Get in there.
Zachariah, stop that. She doesn't want to get in. All right.
My head.
All
Wait,
right.
I never had a sip of food.
Okay. Okay, 1 second.
That just gonna make you throw it out.
You're not taking it with him.
I know. No, Miss Dolly.
Okay, guys, come on. You're being a disruption. This is what happens when the morning commute becomes within your show. But guess what? I'm dedicated to I am dedicated to making sure that I'm here on time and with integrity. It doesn't matter to me what's going on. I'm gonna come and make sure that you get what I've promised at 7:30 because that's my business and that's what I do. Don't try to take it. So I'm hoping you all will definitely join me every day at 7:30 a.m. for God's Morning with Kaye Giles, and make sure that you go to the website kayegiles.com and see everything that we have going on there. Remember, the Courageous Faith Conference is coming in September 2018. Also, remember that there are some awesome people that I have recommended to you. If you are having a little bit of time being courageous and you're having some time not really understanding what you're going to do next or how you're going to make your business flow, come definitely see me at 4 p.m. Or 5 p.m. on today. Today, I definitely know that I will be able to make it because, guys, let me tell you something. Being an entrepreneur is a wonderful thing, and yesterday it was a blessing for me to have the ability to go and help family. I may have had to forego my show, but it was a blessing to be there because how many know that my show is very important, but it could wait, but my family member might not be here tomorrow. So we want to also make sure that when we're recapturing our dream life and we're recapturing everything that we want to do and we're making our destiny happen, that we remember our first ministries are our families, and we have to definitely be there for them because how can we say that we love, how can we say that we are true Christians if we can't even okay, they're in. We can't even definitely, be that driving force for our family members, like being number one there in their hearts and making sure that they get what they need. That's something that we definitely need to do and make sure that that's very important to us when we're doing it. And that we are always respecting time and things like that of others and make sure that that is the best and that is a blessing and it is the favor of Lord. I'm trying to figure out, praise be to God. Next time I'll just, put my phone on do not disturb so some things won't just come through. But I ask you guys to have a beautiful and an awesome day. Remember, this was Kaye Giles, and I hope that the windshield wipers were not too distracting. Please visit www.recaptureyourdreamlife.com and let me know, guys, if you're going to attend, and if you're not going to attend, just share the post when you see it. It's very appreciated, and I would love that from you, and that will be the greatest support I could ever get from you. Okay, guys, so have a great day. And if you really are having a hard time believing in yourself, please visit my Courageous Faith page. Please visit the page called Courageous Believer, the Courageous Believer with Wanda Leftwich, and we can definitely help you get your mind right and get you back together in believing in your dreams and hope and knowing and using your faith to catapult you to the next level of your life. So I'm going to tell you to have a blessed day. It's 7:49 so that I can hit the traffic, and because it's raining I want to kind of focus a little bit more, because how many know that breaks are man-made and rain is God-made, and together sometimes they both do what they want to do, and the God-made is very, very, very a good thing. So have a great day. No problem, James. Have a great day. And know that I love you guys. Remember, www.recaptureyourdreamlife.com. I'm looking forward to seeing you. We start on June 5th at 9 p.m. nightly. Have a blessed day, guys. And I'm going to try to do the same because I really would love to go home and lay down again. Like, I want to go back and lay down and no TV, no music, no lights, just pure darkness and sleep. But gotta make the donuts. And I gotta finish my logo for Courageous Faith, guys. I started it yesterday and I was extremely excited about it because I realized I had logos for everything, but I didn't have a logo for Courageous Faith. And I'm like, wait a minute, when you get that marquee at your office building and all the things go up under KRG Limited, what is housed in the building, you want everything to have its own logo. I do. So I was working on it yesterday and I've got it to the point where I'm almost in love. I'm almost in love with 2 of them. I'm going to put it down to 2 of them, and I think I'm going to have another contest to see how many are voted for. And the toxicologist t-shirts are going to be almost finished, because we did have a winner with the toxicologist t-shirts from the Courageous Faith show that Sunday when we did the trivia question, and it was Mr. Rolfe. He won, and we have to definitely get him his shirt. So I need to let people know that he won, and that was Mr. Divine, one of the co-hosts of Sador Radio. He was listening to the station, and he was the first person to give me the answers. So, hey, first come, first serve, and I didn't say who could and could not win. But you got to pay attention, guys, because these contests are really real. You really do get a prize. So have a great day. Know that I love you, and be blessed.